you got to put them in a position where you don't need them. You need to put yourself in a position where you don't need them. When you're willing to walk away, you got an opportunity.
Everything is cool in the mind of a gangster, cause gangsterized players think deep. Up 365, yo, 24/7, real gangster type players don't.
Hello everyone, it's Joel Davis with United Medical Transportation Providers Group. You are the broker.com and home care access. And I'm going to try to be somewhat quick today. I wanted to get something done real quick, shoot a video because I've been gone, back in town, had to get some stuff done. And then I'm going to be leaving tomorrow, so I want to get this done. But I want to put something together for you, put some good content together for you. I apologize if you see me sweating. It's not because I just worked out. Not because I just worked out, because you can't work out too hard with when you're drinking iced coffee during your workout. Your workouts can't be that hard. But for those of you new to the channel, I was recently diagnosed with climate change, so going through a lot of changes in my body. You know, we weren't sure. Was I pregnant? You know, turns out I wasn't pregnant.
What do you say a woman is?
I believe that everyone can identify for themselves.
Okay. Do you believe then that men can become pregnant and have abortions?
Yes.
My menstrual cycle is non-existent, so we weren't sure what happened. So, I went to Davos, Switzerland, to consult with a lot of those lunatics, the global elites, because I knew Al Gore was going to be there. And hey, Al Gore, I mean, he is just the iconic man of wisdom when it comes to climate change. So I just had to consult with him, and I had to figure out, what do I do now that I've been diagnosed with climate change? And crazy enough, after meeting with Al Gore, he explained to me that the cause of it is Russia.
Russia! Russia!
So Russia caused my climate change. So now, the best protocol right now is I got to signal more virtue. So I got to signal more virtue, double up on my flags outside my house. I got 2 rainbow flags, 2 BLM, 2 Ukrainian flags. I got a lot going on up there. Got some contractors. We're looking to possibly put some windmills. We're gonna erect some windmills out back of my house. We're gonna get rid of my cars, get rid of those gas guzzlers, transition to EVs. Just gonna signal more virtue. So appreciate all your support. And all the while, hey, I'm trying to train for the Olympics. So again, for those of you who are new, I self-identify as a 21-year-old Olympic athlete shooting for 4th place, baby. Gonna get there, gonna get it done. So let's dive into some of this fun. Team DDC, you guys are awesome. Thanks for all that you do. Everything looks great, and we feel so much better having you guys in our corner. Everything about working with the $1 Million Team is the best. Please give our love and best to Joel. All of you are awesome. Pete and Jennifer, thank you so much. Pete and Jennifer, love your great emails. Team DDC, that is Dan, Don, and Charlie. That's what I call them, Team DDC. Basically, in order to kind of alleviate my schedule and workload without having to increase cost or anything like that, we basically put a little coaching package together. It's perfect for those of you who are newbies coming in. You don't need a lot of strategic planning or contract negotiation or contract work, things along those lines. Hey, my Team DDC, love it. I love that little thing, and everybody's starting to refer to them as Team DDC. I love it. It's awesome. They sound like a wrestler. But anyways, they doing great, working with a lot of you guys. Feedback has been awesome. It just makes their workload that much busier. So if you're a newbie and you're not able to work with me, definitely look to reach out to them. But understand it's all about availability. So shoot them an email, and we'll see what we can do. So I wanted to read you a couple of emails, throw you some good broker stuff. All of you White Walkers and White Walker advisors, pay attention. I'm going to give you some good content, some things to ponder as good professional White Walkers. Please don't send me any more emails. When I contacted your website, it's to find out how to start up a business without no money and no strong credit. Okay. Let's see. When I contacted your website, it's to find out how to start up the business with no money and no strong credit. Makes total sense. Makes total sense. Obviously, you can't help me. No, we can't. We can't help you with that one. And I thank you for your time, but don't send me any more emails. Roger. So, I want to be absolutely abundantly clear. Starting this business or any other legitimate business is not a get-rich-quick scheme. So anyone, and again, I don't waste my time. I don't have the time or availability to peruse all the White Walker sites. So I don't know if people are out there peddling the nonsense that you can get in, start a NEMT business, or I don't know what she's referring to, which business. NEMT, home care broker. You're going to need some money. Sorry. So the credit you can get by with, good, bad, modest credit, whatever. But when I contacted your website, it's to find out how to start up the business with no money. Dude, sorry, man. You're absolutely right. We can't help you. So just unsubscribe. So I included that there specifically so if you think you could get into this business with no money, you can't. If you don't have any money and you just want to generate some cash flow, honestly, just go drive for Uber or Lyft. Don't even take on the endeavor or the efforts or the cost or anything to get involved with any of these businesses. Just go drive for Uber or Lyft. Hello, thank you. I am glad to be joining the team. My number one focus right now is getting the right insurance. I have reached out to a few brokers and hope to get something down before the end of January. I would appreciate any help in the meantime. If you have any insurance recommendations, please let me know. I hope to do the coaching soon, but I do not have the capital now. So you already got a vehicle. You're going to go pay a premium for insurance, but don't know what you're doing yet. I hope to do the coaching soon, but I do not have the capital now. I am starting with one ambulatory van, and I plan on adding a second wheelchair van later this year. Getting the right information has been difficult, but I am glad I have found you all. So you found us all. You don't have the money for coaching, but you got the money to get the assets and to go get insurance, but you're not sure exactly what to do. I mean, you want to talk about putting the cart before the horse. That is absolute insanity, and I know I got another one in here that's equally as crazy. All right, here we go. Just purchased our first wheelchair van and have no structure in place. Currently own an in-home care agency. I don't know what you're asking or anything like that, but these are the type of emails we get all the time. So when everybody keeps emailing my team DDC, can you call me? I want to talk to you on the phone. Can you call? This is why we don't. This is the level of insanity we get. And when you call someone, they keep you on the phone forever. They have no concept or the value of someone else's time, and it's just like Groundhog's Day. It's like beating your head against the wall because it's just insanity. Just purchased our first wheelchair van and have no structure in place. Let's put together a plan, a methodology before we move forward and you spend all that type of money. All right, let me get back up to where I was. All right, so here's the deal. I'm going to go into some more. All right, so this is some broker stuff. This is where. All right, so White Walkers and White Walker advisors, start paying attention here. I love this stuff. I love the games of the brokers, man. I always have. It's just like the gift that keeps on giving. And it's different. It's different everywhere. You got different brokers. You got brokers who deal with the Medicaid. They're trying to penetrate Medicare markets. They get in good with the managed care plans, the HMO plans, and next thing. So that's why some transportation providers are like, no, I can transport and I can accept Medicare. When actually you can't. Typically you'd have like an HMO that's accepting Medicare, and they just so happens they're using a broker like a Motive Care or an MTM, because they're trying to diversify and get involved in anything they possibly can. So the Medicaid brokers that you traditionally know, the Motive Cares, formerly known as Logistic Care because their brand sucks and they had to rebrand, they're getting into anything they possibly can. It's competitive market, feast or famine. They got to do what they got to do. So they get involved with these HMOs that are Medicare based. But transportation providers on whole can't accept the Medicare. So they get these brokers come in, and it's the same type. The brokers will come in and try to apply the exact same methodology as they do with Medicaid. They'll try to apply it when it comes to different types of insurance. But that doesn't mean, I want to be clear, that doesn't mean that you, the transportation provider, can directly accept Medicare. You can't. It just so happens that that HMO or that healthcare plan that does accept Medicare, who outsources to, let's say, a Motive Care, and now, again, it's the same type of circular nonsense. You're dealing with Motive Care just like you would with Medicaid. But anyways, I love all the emails we get from people. We can't negotiate, or they're saying they can't negotiate. They're saying that the broker can't negotiate. Oh, they won't negotiate rates. Oh, they're fixed rates. That's it. That's the way it is. I love that stuff. I love that stuff. Because these brokers are so full of it. And people just keep buying it and keep buying it and keep buying it and just licking it up, licking it up. Yes, Master Logistic Care. Yes, Master MTN. Yes, Master Southeast Trains. And just take what little peon pickings they'll give you. If a broker needs you, you're going to negotiate with them. Trust me. I mean, the stuff we're doing right now with a bunch of people is comical. You should see some of the rates we're getting now. Phenomenal. Now, if they don't need you, then you don't have that leverage. You don't have that negotiating power until you prove that, hey, you're the real deal and they need you. You put them in a position where they actually need you. So like some of these markets where they have you have to have a minimum of 3 vehicles just to join their network. Well, then that's a saturated market. So if you want to enter that orbit and start off with 3 vehicles, which is absolutely insane, have at it. But anyways, I put these in here because here's an email. Again, this is part of a much bigger thread. Here's an email where they reached out to my client provider who's already banging. So we don't need to join your Access to Care network. And so here's this guy, Devin. And he reaches out to us. Good afternoon. Access to Care doesn't have set rates. Now this is in response. They solicited us. We already started, and then we started to exchange, and we told them where we're at, what we need, and all that kind of stuff. Good afternoon. Access to Care doesn't have set rates. Well, wait, I thought you do. These brokers are always claiming, oh, these are the rates. These are fixed rates. Nope, we don't negotiate. Okay. Good afternoon. Access to Care doesn't have set rates. The rates can vary between different things such as level of service, ambulatory paralift stretcher, mileage, service areas, etc. The providers that we bring into our network send us their rates. Really? What happened to all that nonsense so many of these brokers talk and you guys just lap it up? Oh, we can't negotiate. This is what it is. This is what they tell us. We got to take it. Our backs. Oh, we got to sign this agreement now. Or we're going to lose. They put you in these emergency situations. The providers that we bring into our network send us the rates that they are requesting, and we go from there to see whether that is an acceptable rate. If not, we will try to work out something suitable for all parties. Okay, so this is part of a larger thread. We went back and forth. And this is the best part about when you work with this 21-year-old, 6'4", 215-pound Olympic athlete, is I draft a lot of these correspondence. So like all my client providers who I'm working with and those keep us on retainer, that's exactly what I do. I draft the responses and we walk down this trail and you just copy and paste it and send it. And little do they know they're actually dealing with a 6'4", 215-pound Olympic athlete who was diagnosed with climate change. But I'm not pregnant. Oh, those Russians, man. Those Russians, they got me. I'm actually started doing these breathing exercises where I take in less oxygen so that way I expel less carbon dioxide. So, working on that. It's a work in progress. So anyways, we go back and forth. With this Access to Care nonsense. And so after we draw our line in the sand, this is it. et cetera, we don't need you, we don't want to join your network. Here's a response. Thank you, and we'll keep you in mind. Hopefully down the line we can come to an agreement that will benefit all parties. This is exactly why I keep this in here. So the previous one talks about we negotiate, send us, we counter, all that kind of good stuff. But wait a minute, I thought the brokers always claimed they never negotiate. And then here, their mentality is, hopefully we can come to an agreement that benefits all parties. Listen, I'm the first one to admit I'm all about win-win solutions. Okay, I work with a lot of buyers and sellers, and when I'm working with both the buyers and sellers for an acquisition, whether it's for their home care or their NEMT business, I want win-win solutions. If I'm working with both parties, we absolutely have to have a win-win solution. But here's the deal. I'm never going to work with a broker. I'm never going to represent a broker. It doesn't matter. So already we're coming out of the gate. I don't need win-win. I need us to win. I need my client provider to win. I don't care about access to care. Not at all. So I don't care about your win-wins. I care about winning. I need my client provider to win. So I don't care about all parties. This is the fluff and crap that so many people, so many of you White Walkers, and you guys talk about it in your little chat rooms. Oh, hey, do you have the number to access to care? Well, here you go. Do you have the number to access to care? I got to call Devin. But we really get along. Devin. Oh, Ralph at Logisticare. Oh yeah, we get along great. Dude, they don't care about you. Win-win for all parties. No, I care about winning for my provider. That's it. Now here's another one we got going on. I love this one too. This one is absolutely flipping insane. I'm just going to show you the beginning because this one is insane. This one started on January 17th. This is Motive Care. They reached out to us again. They reached out to us. We didn't solicit them. Good afternoon. Thank you for your interest in joining our network. Wait a minute. You reached out to us. We didn't reach out to you. We don't even need you. We're already banging as it is. Thank you for your interest in joining our network. We are willing to negotiate those rates with you. Wait, what? You're willing to do what? What was that operative word? Negotiate? We're going to negotiate rates? Wait a minute. I thought you guys don't negotiate. It's crazy how that works, especially when they need you. I'm not even going to tell you our response to these because that's too much info for the White Walkers, and I'm not going to educate the White Walker advisors. We got too many of those slappy-pappy White Walker advisors stealing our stuff as it is that we're not doing that. So thank you for your interest in joining our network, which we never expressed interest. We are willing to negotiate those rates with you. Wow. Please send us a counteroffer. But wait, I thought you guys just tell us the rates and we have to accept it and that's what it is. Please send us a counteroffer in the same rate structure of our original offer. I'll have our manager review it and I will surely get back to you. Now again, there's a lot more going on behind the scenes here that I'm not going to share with you because I'm not giving the White Walkers that much free content. But it is incredible. To this day, a couple weeks later, to this day, they're still reaching out to us, and we've already made it abundantly clear we have no desire to join your network. And they still are pursuing us, and we're like this close to getting our rates of what we want. It is flipping insane. What's the moral of the story? What's the point of all this? All of this nonsense, if we don't negotiate their fixed rates, you got to put them in a position where you don't need them. You need to put yourself in a position where you don't need them. When you're willing to walk away, you got an opportunity. But again, if you're in one of these stupid markets where you have to have 3 vehicle minimum or 5 vehicle minimum, you're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. That's where you need to focus on the contracted work, the private pay, the direct pay work. Well, what do I know? I'm just a 21-year-old Olympic athlete diagnosed with climate change because of Russia. Let's see. Thanks for this report. It is definitely a lot to digest and gives us a nice idea of what is available in our area so we can start a roadmap and tackle each one by one. I am planning on ordering a website from you guys in the next month as well. So that's for a marketing analysis. No doubt. The market analysis, a market analysis is outstanding for strategic planning. Thank you, Dan. I'm amazed at the amount of work this project required. I do appreciate all the hard work. I will definitely take my time going through all of it and reach out to the facilities first. Yep. Okay, Dawn, how do we get going? I'm full-time at this right now, about to form up an LLC and other odds and ends, trademark, DNS, registration, and such. Got to lock up those names to get things in motion. To me, the critical path appears to be marketing material and website. Yeah, it's important. So I can start knocking on doors to get calls to come in. I can be redirected, but we have a time limit on how long I can devote to this. Full time until we need revenue coming in and we starve or can't afford the doctor. Let me know what my next steps should be if it isn't looking at the vehicle. Do you guys have a vehicle finding service? Yeah, I mean, if we're working with you, we're definitely going to help and get the vehicles for you. Yeah, so listen, for a couple things. So this email is all over the place. So a couple things. Trademark, no one cares about. You can go through it if you want to get your logo trademark. That's cool, but you're a centralized business, no one cares. If you trust me, if you were working interstate, product based, and you were selling stuff globally, then I get it. You want trademark, but no one cares about trademark. You're an EMT business. Just being honest with you. DNS registration. Look, if you're going to be working with our marketing, our media team, no problem. They're going to take care of all that good stuff for you. When you get the website, they're also going to do the marketing. They're going to create the marketing material as well. Yeah, you definitely need to be redirected. You definitely need to be redirected for sure. Your thought process and the way you approach this definitely need to be adjusted. Let's see. So finding vehicles. Listen, I'm constantly, every downtime I have, I'm searching for vehicles. There's 1,000,001 different sites I go through. So if we're working with you, no problem. We can just understand. It's a unique market right now. There's the ranges of prices I'm seeing is definitely ups and downs. There's definitely some ebbs and flows. So yeah, there's if we're working with you, we'll add you to our list for sure. Just gotta be patient, man. Gotta be patient. Because I'm looking for good deals. I want to find good deals. We're not doing this, paying $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 for vehicles. That's not the way you start your company. You do not go out and start like that. This is why in one of my previous videos I talked about get out of that Nobility Works nonsense. All they try to do, they're car salesmen. They're car salesmen. They'll tell you how great the NEMT industry is. Well, if it's so good, what are you doing here selling cars? Why aren't you out there running your own NEMT business? They're just trying to push out the best deal they can to get the highest commission. They don't care about you. But you do not start with 40, 50, 60, 70 plus $1,000 vehicles. You're absolutely insane. Hello, Joel and team. You helped us get here. However, now we are stuck. We need your help to move forward. Blank Transportation is a small company with 7 vans, 6 full-size vans and 1 minivan. We got all the attention we wanted from local hospitals and nursing homes when your team designed a very beautiful website, a new logo to our company, www.blank.com. We took full advantage of your exposure to make more business, was able to get rid of the stripper, the Medicaid broker. So obviously he watches my videos, that's good. One of my videos I talked about don't marry the stripper being the Medicaid brokers. Because everybody's all just enamored by the stripper dancing around, all scantily clad, putting them tatas in your face and things like that. Oh, I'm gonna marry this girl. Oh, she really loves me. I know she's dancing around throwing tatas in everyone's face, but she really sees me. She understands me. We have a connection. And that's why, they require 3 vehicles to start. Okay, but I'll do it. No guaranteed money. Going to take on the vehicle costs. Going to take on the insurance costs. Going to take on all the overhead expenses. Well, what kind of trips you going to give me? What are you going to guarantee? Oh, we don't guarantee. Oh, we don't negotiate. Really? What did we just go through? What did we just go through? What did we just go through? Oh, we don't guarantee. There's no guarantee. There's no trip. Oh, we don't negotiate. Oh, these are fixed rates. What did we just go through? But you marry the stripper, as I digress. So kudos to you for watching those videos and not marrying the stripper. So he got away from the stripper. For the last 9 months, we were doing fine without them. That is the main reason I did not see the reason for one-on-one coaching, because it's very hard to find drivers in this state. I did not want to get more than I can accommodate. Fast forward 5 months later, we lost 40% of revenue after 80% of blank cut in November, and lost 90% of blank in December, and currently we are mainly used for blank trips. Obviously I'm saying blank because I gotta protect my peeps. Important info. We still have 9 nursing homes that use our service. Only 4 skilled nursing facilities use our transportation services for daily business. We also get ride requests from our website. We chose to push forward, and that is why I am writing this email. Let me know the process, availability, and everything needed to get started. Awesome. So that's what we got to do. So no doubt you got to work with me, because we have to redefine and reshape our strategic planning. But if you're a White Walker Advisors, again, I'm giving you content here, White Walker Advisors. So for all you guys out there that are writing your books, doing your seminars between your transports, we're still driving, hold my beer, I gotta go perform a transport. I know a lot of people, no, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm not going to listen to you, Olympic athlete. I'm not going to listen to you because you're not driving. There's a reason I'm not driving, because I don't have to. Boom, rich, free, baby. That's what it's all about. But anyways, White Walker Advisors, how would you help him? What would be your plan? What do you do? I'm giving you content. Use this. Use these as ideas as your brainstorm in the next chapter in your book. All right, this is part of a much bigger email. I've been working with this guy for a long time. A lot of good stuff going on with him. This guy's, boom, busting on the scene, doing his thing. I mean, moving fast. Love it. So, part of a much, much, much bigger email here, but I wanted to include this part. He just asked a simple question. How the hell do I get into these other nursing homes? Word for word, quote for quote. How the hell do I get in these other nursing homes? Again, this is part of a much, 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 much bigger email. So what would you advise him, White Walker Advisors? There's 4. There's only four strategies for getting into a facility. Only 4. So White Walker Advisors, do you know what those 4? Now here's what's going to happen. A lot of people are going to say, oh, you just call them. No, that's a tactic. That's not a strategy, it's a tactic. Oh, you stop by and give them my business card. That's a tactic. That's not a strategy. Oh, you fax them. I know there's people out there who are writing chapters of their book between the transports, and their strategies are their tactics are to fax. I mean, I don't even know if people still operate with fax machines, but they're telling people, oh, fax them. You call them and ask them, can I fax you over a copy of my business card? What are you going to do? You're going to copy, scan your business card and then fax it? I promise you that's going in the garbage. Promise you. There's 4 key strategies. It can only be one of the 4 to get into a new facility. White Walkers, go consult with your White Walker Advisors. Discuss those 4 strategies. Then once you define the strategies, what's the tactic? Here's the strategy. Now what are the tactics to pursue that strategy? Crazy. So the reason I put that in there, not only to inspire you White Walker Advisors to, okay, what do you do? How do you penetrate? What are those 4 strategies? The thing to keep in mind is that not every facility is the same. When you have contracts, your rate structure, your pricing, they don't need to be the same for every facility, especially if you're getting a contract or a service agreement. Especially if you're doing a contract or an agreement that's volume-based. Pricing is going to be different. So stop trying to, I always refer to it as pounding the square peg in the round hole. Just pound harder. Just pound harder. One size fits all. This is what it is. That's it. Trust me, you could have your base pricing. I call it your retail price. You could have your retail pricing. But then it varies depending on facility, depending on opportunity. We don't need to pound the square peg in the round hole. We don't need to have one size fits all. And it's a laughable clown show. And so this client provider actually told me that he got one of the, he's not using it, but he got one of his, he got a contract off one of your group chats there, one of your freebies. Lord Jesus, have mercy. Lord Jesus, have mercy. All right, before I bounce out of here, again, I just want to put something together real quick because I don't know when I'm going to be able to do another one because I'm out tomorrow. So I put this out in a one of the newsletters recently, and trust me, there's a million more. But are you seeing all this stuff? White Walker Advisors, how are you going to advise people? Healthcare in 23 and beyond, a financial outlook for revenue leaders. The healthcare industry is facing significant challenges, declines in margins, decreasing patient volumes, strained payer relationships. Hospitals must scale to thrive, but many seek partnerships just to survive. ProMedica to lay off 262. Jefferson Health reorganizing. Executive jobs cut. Tenant to sell California hospital. How is this possible? And White Walker Advisors, how can you advise your White Walkers to leverage this? How do you leverage it? I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a 6'4", 215-pound Olympic athlete. So, anyways, just wanted to throw some little nuggets at you, some meat on the bone. So, for all you White Walkers, you can go consult with your White Walker Advisors and ask these questions. It's good food for thought. All right, so don't let those brokers crush your spirit. Don't let them get you. Don't buy what they're selling. Don't buy what they're selling that they don't negotiate. These are fixed rates. We can't do it. It is about profitability, especially in a loon-toon chaotic market that's painfully overinflated. Our economy is a house of cards. People are hurting. Cutbacks here, cutbacks there. Price of fuel up here, all that kind of nonsense. Do not be played this nonsense like you saw with the broker. We got to get a winning solution for all of us. No. I want to win for me. I want to win for my provider. I don't care about you, Logistic Care, because you don't care about me. I don't care about you, Access to Care, because you don't care about me. I don't care what fluff you say here. You don't care about me, the provider. So I don't need a win-win. I'm just telling you, this is what I need. You want me to work? This is what I need. Why? Because I got to win. If you win, that's cool, but I'm winning. Failure is not an option. Failure is not an option. So don't let the clown show, don't let these clowns browbeat you. Don't submit. When you don't submit, I'll see you at the top.
Everything is cool in the mind of a gangster, cause gangsterized players think deep. Up 365, yo, 24/7, cause real gangster type players don't